Hi Virgos, how are you guys today? This is Amanda from Amanda Rose Tarot. If you haven't seen any of my readings, I do a lot of pick a card readings. This isn't going to be one of the pick a card readings, but if you are interested in pick a card readings, I have a big playlist full of pick a card readings. The one that I've just done, actually yesterday was why did she pull away? So if you're interested in those pick a card readings, definitely check that out. You'll have 3 choices. But this reading, this is for the Virgo birthday people. So this is going to go from August 23rd through September 22nd. So first, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about your sign, and then we're going to go on with a reading. I've picked 8 random cards, and it's basically going to give you a progression through the month of things that may have happened, or maybe things that are happening right now, or things that are going to happen in the future. So I do apologize. I am very stuffed up. I have a cough drop, so I may mumble a little bit, but we're going to try to get through it. I wanted to get this video out, although I've been sick. I wanted to get this out for you guys before we actually started the Virgo birthday period, which is tomorrow. So this is for all Virgos, and you know, it may be not you directly, it may be someone you're dealing with. It's going to be different for everybody. But first, we're going to start off with some of the characteristic traits of Virgos. I had a relationship with someone that was a Virgo. We weren't really a lot of things. We were the opposite on because Gemini. I am a Gemini. You know, I'm very flighty, my head's in the clouds, and Virgos, they're an earth sign, they're very grounded, and, you know, they always feel like they're pulling you down, and you're just, woo, you're up there flying in the clouds. So, it's really hard for a Gemini and a Virgo to make it work, you know, compatibility-wise. It's like a 60%, so there's a lot of effort needed, for it to work between a Gemini and a Virgo. But you guys both are ruled by Mercury, which is a communication planet. So if you guys can learn to communicate, you guys really are both good communicators if you guys can just learn to communicate together. But I'm not just going to talk about Geminis and Virgos. I don't know. I just mentioned that because I particularly have dealt with a Virgo person. And these characteristics traits that I read about really made me think of them a lot. They're very well organized. They like things to have a place. This particular Virgo that I dealt with, he really liked his clothes pressed. He liked to iron his clothes. Really an organized person, liked to have things, you know, a certain way, and he had a roommate that was totally not like that, and it irritated him so bad. So me, myself, you know, I'm not an organized person. I'm a Gemini, so I'm kind of like, ooh, scatterbrained. That would really get on a Virgo's nerve because they're very organized. They also are workaholics. They are into getting a job done. They make a really good leader or a foreman because they're all about, you know, making sure that all the details are, you know, worked out. They're very detail orientated. Sometimes they get too stuck on the details, and they can be overcritical of others. They don't realize always that they're being overcritical of others because they're just perfectionists. They expect the most out of everybody, not only themselves, but other people. So they may nitpick at you. My particular Virgo that I dealt with, he had mentioned to me one time about how come, you know, my arms were hairy, and he's like, well, geez, why don't you shave them or something like that? But it's like little things like that. They don't mean anything by it, but, you know, they're perfectionists. They want everybody to be perfect, and they don't understand why you wouldn't want to be perfect, you know? Why wouldn't you want to be organized and have everything in its own place, and you know, it's just, you have to laugh because a lot of Virgos are like that. And you may even see that in yourself. If you're a Virgo, you're like, yeah, I am like that, you know. Um, but it's not a bad trait. It's actually a good trait. I could use more of that in my life. So if I had a Virgo in my life, they would help me out a lot to balance all my chaoticness. Um, they can be very discriminating at times, though, about the people that they are around. Um, but that's a good thing. Like I said, they only want the best people around them. They're very discriminating about their friends. But with their close friends, the people that they have let into their lives, they are very loyal to them. They really they love them deeply, and you know, they're looking for commitment with people. They want people in their lives permanently. And that's another thing with like air signs and Virgos. Air signs, they're really kind of they're flirty, and they have a big range of friends, and they really aren't the committing type. I shouldn't say that, because Geminis, you know, they can commit to people. They just have to be understood for the way they are, and you know, they really can get along with people if people can just communicate with them and understand them. But um, they really are confident in themselves as well, and they're very helpful to those that they love. They really enjoy helping people. And they're very social. People like to be around them. They're a very fun person to be around. Me and my Virgo person, we really had a good time together. We joked around, and they really are the life of the party. Just like Geminis can also be the life of the party. So if you know, air signs and Virgos can learn to balance each other, if the earth sign can, you know, pull the air sign down when they feel them you know, getting up too far in the clouds, it really can work out. So the best signs that are compatible with Virgos are usually Scorpios, Pisces, Cancer, Taurus, more grounded people usually. But like I said, they can work with all signs. You just have to understand the qualities of the other person, and it really will help you to understand where they're coming from. So I'm not going to say that any sign is meant to be together, because they really aren't. It's just understanding the weaknesses and you know, the strengths of other people. So I've digressed enough. I will timestamp this if you don't want to listen to my blah 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 session, and you want to get straight to the reading. So let's get started. I will show you the 8 cards that I've picked for you guys. Okay, you guys, so hopefully you can see all of these cards. We've got the Zombie Tarot, we've got the Gypsy Fortune cards, we've got the Gypsy playing cards, we've got the Marcellus deck, we've got the Romance Angel Oracle cards, we've got the Angel Oracle cards, and we've got 2 Healing with the Fairies card. I didn't intend on that, but 2 of them came out. I thought it was 1, but it was actually 2. So we've got 2 Healing with the Fairies cards. So those are the cards that we're dealing with, and like I said, it could be a progression throughout the month, or just a particular situation that you're dealing with. So let's start here with the Zombie card. Okay, you guys got the 5 of Swords. So with this card, you know, swords are an air sign, and swords are usually to deal with mental problems, mental troubles. You know, in this particular card, this is about, the keywords are bickering, a severing of ties, defeat. So with this card, it's a turning point in a project, a turning point in a relationship, or in an issue. It could have been one where you held resentment towards a person, or maybe you were weary of a individual who they seemed ready to fight, so you kind of back away from them, because it seems like, you know, they're always simmering, they're ready, you know, to snap. So rather than deal with them, you might have turned away from this person, and you cut ties with them because you felt like this is how you had to resolve the problem, was to just cut ties with them. It could have been an air sign because, you know, this is a sword card, and you know, it's not a great card. It's having to move away from something, feeling defeated about it, and you know, it could be a relationship that you've had to walk away from. Okay? So let's go to the next card. This is the Gypsy Fortune cards. Okay, you guys got the Moon. I've been getting this card a lot in different readings. This card speaks of a lot of different things. It talks about contemplation. As you can see, the face of this moon, he's looking to the side. You know, he's got a straight face. He's really thinking about something. It could be inner thoughts, you know, shadows of, you know, things, maybe things being hidden from you or illusions. This card is telling you to turn around and see what's behind you. Maybe something that you missed. Maybe in the light of day, you know, you thought you saw something, but in the shadow of the night, you know, there's something that's hidden, something that you don't quite know about. There's trees here, and it talks about how, you know, in the daytime, the trees appear to be green and full, you know, they look very lush in the light of day, but then in the dark, you know, these trees kind of look ominous and threatening. So it could be, you know, deciding on something. Is it good? Is it bad? What have I missed? And it talks about this bridge, and you can almost see a figure there. There's a dark mass on the bridge, and this card says, you know, is that one person? Is that two person? You really can't tell. So there's still things that need to be figured out here with this card. Some things that need to come to light, some things that weren't quite understood. And it could be, you know, this could have been, you felt defeated about a situation, but not everything was known about it. Maybe you need to revisit that because maybe there's still something that you missed. You need to get to the bottom of it, and maybe you're contemplating that. Maybe that's what you're thinking about, is this, you know, this thing that, a severing of ties that you've had to do with someone. Okay, and next is the Gypsy Fortune cards. No, these are the Gypsy playing cards. These are the Gypsy Fortune cards. These are the Gypsy playing cards. I'm sorry. Okay, so you guys get the anger card. And with this card, you know, the picture, it kind of reminds me of, you know, someone, these are obviously both adults, but someone's acting like a baby, and it's, you know, it's anger, anger towards someone, you know, maybe someone you felt has wronged you, or, you know, they just get so mad all the time. They have this hatred, and they're not able to express themselves, so that it comes out like as anger. Maybe they need some anger management classes, you know, to get over this acting like a child. You know, they really, the way they express themselves is more like childlike. Although they're an adult, you know, that's how they deal with it, and it's not the right way to deal with it. They need to learn how to express themselves. They need to learn how to talk about things instead of getting angry. You know, they're not only hurting other people, they're hurting themselves by acting this way. So they need to get rid of this hatred and release this pain. And move on and be able to communicate with people. Or maybe it's just a letting go of someone that did this, that, you know, had this anger towards you. It could be, you know, that's why you've had to cut ties with someone, is because they either made you feel angry, or, you know, they felt this anger towards you, vice versa. It's really learning to communicate with people rather than taking things into your own hands physically and you know, laying your hands on people is really never the answer to, you know, fixing things. It really doesn't fix things. It makes things worse. So just remember that. Okay, and the next card, this is the Marcellus deck. Okay, you guys got La Judgment. So this is the Judgment card. You know, with this card, it talks about how Archangel Michael blows his horn, you know, for the last judgment, and the souls are rising up to his calling, and you know, some decision is going to be made. It may mean you have to leave behind these old habits, you know, being reborn, entering the light, a new phase. It's an awakening, you know, awakening from the dead, seeing things more clearly. It could be, you know, a physical awakening, an emotional awakening, but it's making decisions, it's healing, it's, you know, changes, ending of a cycle, but it's a good change. It's changing for the better. You know, if this card was reversed, I would say it's changing for the worse. But this is actually a wake-up call. It's, you know, an awakening, and it could be something to do with the way that either you have handled things or other people have handled things. Maybe they're starting to see that, you know, maybe they went about things the wrong way. You know, Archangel Michael is watching here. You know, he's watching our moves. He's judging us. You know, he's gonna make it so that we change these cycles, and we're going to end these negative cycles and move into more positive cycles, healing, you know, renewing ourselves in a positive way, and moving into the light rather than the dark. So that's a great card. The next card, the Romance Angel card. I love these cards, you guys. Soulmate. So if you guys came here thinking about a person, it says, yes, this is your soulmate. So yeah, you guys, if you're cross-watching, you know, for a Virgo, which I kind of am because I was talking about a Virgo earlier, so I guess I kind of am cross-watching. But if you're here, you know, wondering about a Virgo person, this card is saying, yes, you know, they're your soulmate. You know, we have a lot of soulmates in our lives. People that we come across that they're just meant to be in our life path. You know, our paths have merged for a reason. And when you first met them, you know, you felt familiar with them, you felt comfortable around them. You guys had this like unspoken bond. And, you know, you guys share a soul connection. You may not have been aware of it, but when you look back on it, you can see that, you know, from the very start with this person, you were very comfortable around them. You had this bond. And, you know, if this isn't a cross watcher, you know, if this is you, Virgo, then maybe, you know, this is someone that you already know, someone that it's going to occur soon. You're going to meet this soulmate. Or maybe you could have another opportunity with a soulmate, you know, that you've been thinking about lately. And you guys have another chance to explore that passion that you had together. These people are very passionate about each other. So maybe, Virgo, this could be someone that you have another chance with. And yes, you know, they are your soulmate. Or this could be, you know, you're meeting another soulmate. We have many soulmates in our lives, so maybe it's meeting another soulmate. Or it could be rekindling something with a soulmate that, you know, maybe you're still contemplating it. Maybe you're still thinking about it. Or now, because of this reading, you're thinking about a soulmate from the past. It could be that as well. And the next card, this is the Angel Oracle cards. These are beautiful cards. I love these, you guys. Okay, the Guardian Angel of Young Love. Let me read this to you guys. It's small, so I have to look at it. I accept love with gratitude. I am opened and made whole by its beauty. So this angel is so precious. This is, this angel's holding the lovebirds and she's looking at them so lovingly. Um, this angel, she wants you to love and respect your feelings. Realize that love is a gift and it really should be cherished. The way she's looking at these lovebirds, she cherishes love. She wants us to cherish love. In relationships, she gives us the tenderness, the beauty, the sweetness. Um, she also makes us feel safe in a relationship. She's allows us to express our thoughts and our feelings. I talked about how Mercury, the planet of communication, she's going to allow you to be able to communicate your thoughts and your feelings openly and freely. She's also the angel that helps you build trust and encourages intimacy. I see intimacy with this card. She really encourages that. She wants you to have these deep bonds with people. She also helps you if you're feeling shy or vulnerable or insecure in a relationship. She will give you the courage to be able to, speak your thoughts and your feelings openly and trust the other person. So if there is a relationship where you're feeling, it's gone stale or you're stuck, she can come in and she can revive that relationship. She can give it a boost and keep the bond alive. I talked about the soulmates and how they have this bond. She can keep that bond alive, or she can also revive one that's been lost. Um, but if you're feeling stuck, you can call upon her to protect you from negative forces. There could be negative forces that are trying to place a wedge in between you and a person that you've really cherished, you had a friendship with, that you loved, and you had this relationship that was very tender. And um, you know, she can help you get that back if you've lost that, or some negative energy has come in and placed a wedge between you and this person. She can revive that. She wants you to cherish love and accept it with an open heart and not turn away from it, because that could be what you've done. You've had to cut somebody off. This might be a revival of that, with this angel coming in. The angel of young love. Okay, and your first healing with the fairies card, let's look at that. Financial flow. Okay, so we moved on from love, you guys. Virgos, you guys are earth signs. You're about work. So why wouldn't this card come up? You guys are all about working, getting the job done. So this month, you guys, your birthday month here, you are manifesting abundance in your life. Any financial blocks that have been in your way are going to be removed. You're going to feel the flow increasing in your prosperity. When this card comes up, it's patting yourself on the back. Congratulations, you are reaching a new level in your, either in your business. It could be, personally, it could be professionally, but it's reaching another level. I apologize. My nose is, oh my God, you guys. I'm going to finish this for you guys, but oh my God. Okay, so financial flow is coming in. Maybe you've prayed for greater wealth. You've wanted these opportunities to come into you, and this is telling you that they're coming in. You'll see this abundance coming your way. Like I said, it could be either personally or it could be financially. I see your personal life, definitely opportunities coming in. But tell yourself, affirm, say this affirmation to yourself. Say, I deserve abundance. I deserve abundance. And it's coming in for you. I see this definitely coming in for you guys. Yay, Virgos. Great. I love that. Okay, and the next final card, this is your other Healing with the Fairies card. Let's see. Honoring your true feelings. Okay, Virgos. So what you guys have to do is realize, what are your true feelings, okay? You know, do you have a gut feeling that's been speaking to you very loudly, and you know, you've been pushing it down, you've been ignoring it? Maybe it's a certain geographic location that you're feeling a pull towards, or maybe it's a certain career that you're feeling a pull towards, or maybe even a person that you feel is drawing you, a soulmate that's drawing you. But you need to follow your gut when this card comes up. Know that, you know, whatever you're compelled to do, that's what you should do. If you're compelled to leave a particular situation that's unacceptable and head in a new direction, then that's what you need to do when this card comes up. It's following yourself, knowing that, you know, the truth is in your heart, that you already know what to do. So let your emotions steer you now. If things still seem unclear, you know, you're still contemplating things, maybe you need to journal to clarify and understand your feelings. Or maybe seek counseling, something to understand, why am I feeling this way? Why do I feel like I should go in this direction? Just know that you know the truth in your heart. And this month, just go with your gut. That's all I can say is, your gut's going to be drawing you to do certain things. And as a Virgo, you're so grounded that you may try to fight that, but you need to follow your gut this month. And I think that things are going to get better for you, especially financially and also in your love life. I think that there's a soulmate connection that either you've lost or is coming back to you, you know, or is coming in new to you. But these are good cards. Any anger that you've had, I think you're going to be able to let that go, and just accept good things into your life, okay? So thank you, Virgo, and I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and check the description box down below, because I have a number of links to other pages that I have and my email. If you want a personal reading, I would love to do a personal reading for you guys. Email me and we'll talk about it, what you're looking for, and I will definitely make sure you get what you want from a reading. So thank you guys, and have a wonderful birthday. I hope it's great for you guys. Bye-bye.